Welcome to Inside British Royals. This is your exclusive look inside the world's most famous family. We are exploring the scandals, secrets, and power plays that define the modern monarchy. If you are new here, please do well to hit that subscribe button for more updates. With Prince Andrew's reputation in tatters and the palace gates feeling colder than ever, Sarah Ferguson is reportedly facing a financial reckoning. The woman who once lived a life of staggering luxury is now said to be scrambling to stay afloat. But Fergie, as always, seems to have a plan. We're breaking down the rumored plot for a multi-million-dollar payday, from bombshell memoir deals to controversial ventures that could either be her salvation or shatter the royal family's image for good. For decades, Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York, has walked a tightrope between royal prestige and financial peril. Her famously close relationship with her ex-husband, the disgraced Prince Andrew, has kept her in the monarchy's orbit. But now, that very connection threatens to pull her under. As the consequences of Andrew's association with Jeffrey Epstein continue to ripple outwards, costing them their standing and reportedly even their home, a new kind of desperation is setting in. With the old safety nets gone, sources claim Fergie is preparing to play her final card, her story. This is the inside scoop on how the Duchess is allegedly planning to cash in on decades of royal secrets in a last-ditch effort to save herself. To understand the panic, you have to understand the lifestyle. For years, Sarah and Andrew have lived in Royal Lodge, a sprawling, 30-room mansion in Windsor Great Park. It wasn't just a house, it was a symbol of their protected status. While often valued at around $40 million, it's a grace and favor residence, which Andrew holds on a 75-year lease that required him to fund millions in renovations. It insulated them from the real world. Fergie's life was a whirlwind of ski trips, lavish parties, and a jet-setting lifestyle that needed a constant river of cash. Yet, behind the velvet curtain, Fergie's finances were always a mess. Her spending habits led to shocking reports of debt over the years, with one 2010 estimate putting her in the hole for around £600,000. This isn't new territory for her. In 2010, the world watched as she was caught in a cash-for-access sting, filmed accepting money for a promised introduction to Prince Andrew. She later admitted she was in the gutter financially at the time. For a while, she bounced back. She became a spokesperson for Weight Watchers, penned children's books, and published romance novels. Those ventures, plus the security of her royal-adjacent life, gave her a shaky but manageable income. She had a system, but that system was built on foundations that were about to turn to dust. The tipping point was the complete implosion of Prince Andrew's public life. His connection to the convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein and the sexual assault case brought by Virginia Giuffre that he settled for a reported multi-million-pound sum was the final straw. The fallout was swift. In 2022, Queen Elizabeth II stripped him of his military titles and royal patronages. And let's be clear, while the scandal ended his public career, he has not been charged with any crime or arrested. This wasn't just Andrew's problem. Sarah, who has loyally stood by her ex-husband, was caught in the blast. The scandal made them toxic. The brands and charities that once formed the backbone of Fergie's income started to disappear. As the royal family tried to wall itself off from Andrew, the perks and access that came with being on the fringes of the monarchy began to evaporate. The biggest blow came with reports that King Charles was reviewing the royal property portfolio, putting the Yorks' subsidized lease on Royal Lodge on the chopping block. Losing their home would be the final, crushing symbol of their exile. Insiders described her as facing financial insecurity for the first time in years. Corporate and charity opportunities that once funded her lifestyle had simply vanished. To make matters worse, her charity, Sarah's Trust, was shut down in early 2026, a move reportedly tied to the reputational damage from the Epstein scandal. In fact, recent records show at least 6 of her businesses have been closed or listed as dormant. One by one, her income streams were drying up. With cash running low and the threat of eviction hanging over her head, sources close to the Duchess said she started to panic. Friends claimed she felt she needed a financial cushion of her own, no matter the consequences for Andrew or the crown. So how is she rumored to be planning her comeback? This is where the story takes a fascinating turn. If you think unraveling royal finance and scandal is as compelling as we do, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss what's next. According to swirling rumors and insider reports, Sarah Ferguson is pursuing a three-pronged strategy to monetize her life story. A plan that could make her millions but cost the royal family its peace of mind. First, and most explosive, is the tell-all memoir. Apparently inspired by Prince Harry's book, Spare, which landed him a reported $20 million advance, Fergie is allegedly exploring her own bombshell autobiography. The gossip is that she's looking for a massive advance, with figures as high as £10 million being floated in the press. Sources claim she's had exploratory meetings with publishers to pitch a no-holds-barred account of her life inside the royal machine. The potential for bombshells is huge. Her rocky marriage, their bizarre post-divorce life under one roof, and of course, her perspective on the Epstein scandal. Second is the TV interview. Think Harry and Meghan with Oprah, but with decades more history to draw from. Talk is circulating of a nothing off-limits discussion, with American and British networks supposedly interested in what would be a guaranteed ratings juggernaut. The third element isn't a future plan, but a pattern of past behavior. Documents from the Jeffrey Epstein files revealed how Fergie operates when she's financially desperate. In emails from 2010, she pleaded with Epstein for financial help. This history shows that but there's another side to the story. One report from late 2025 claimed that Fergie is still deeply loyal to King Charles. Sources in that camp insist she would never do anything to hurt the family, dismissing the memoir rumors as just talk. They argue the potential damage to her daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, would be too high a price. Causing a major crisis for the monarchy could risk their own standing and happiness, a line her supporters believe she will not cross. The royal family is caught in a bind. If the rumors are true, do they risk her publishing secrets that could be incredibly damaging, especially about Prince Andrew? Or do they find a way to quietly give her the financial security she wants, which could look like rewarding a threat? For now, no deal has been announced. Fergie is in a high-stakes standoff, and her next move could either secure her future or set off a bomb in the heart of the monarchy. What do you think? Is Sarah Ferguson justified in considering a tell-all to secure her future, or would it be the ultimate betrayal? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Sarah Ferguson is at a crossroads. On one side is a quiet but financially unstable future as a royal outcast. On the other is a potential multi-million-dollar payday that would mean burning the last bridge to the institution that has defined her life. Her story has always been one of scandal and survival, of massive debts and surprising comebacks. She's been a duchess, a brand, an author, and an outcast. Now, as she faces what might be her biggest challenge, she has to decide what comes next. Will Fergie's gamble pay off, or will she cause a scandal bigger than any she's weathered before?